Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today is a very special day. It is September 11th and we always want to make sure that as a nation, and actually I think a lot of the world will remember with us the events that happened on September 11th, 2001 when the World Trade Centers and the Pentagon were under attack by terrorists. And not too long after that initial attack, a bunch of artists got together to pay tribute to those that were fallen and to raise money for those that were affected, for the victims' families. There was a telethon that went on, and at the end of that service, I'm going to call it a service because that's really what it was closed out by Celine Dion, who gave a very stirring rendition of God Bless America. I wanted to share that with us all today, well, with you all today, well, with myself too. She is my favorite singer ever, and this performance, I'll just let it speak for itself. So without further ado, let's go ahead and watch this together. And to everybody that was affected, our hearts go out to you. May we take the measures that we need to take, whatever I'm trying to say, so that these kind of attacks never happen again.
60 years ago, Franklin Delano Roosevelt spoke these words: "We look forward to a world founded upon 4 essential human freedoms. The first is freedom of speech and expression everywhere in the world. The second is freedom of every person to worship God in his own way, everywhere in the world. The third is freedom from want, everywhere in the world. The fourth is freedom from fear, anywhere in the world."
God bless America, land that I love.
Chilling.
Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Effortless.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
There she goes, y'all.
From the mountains
Sing, Celine.
to the prairies,
You better sing.
to the
Do it,
oceans
Celine.
white with foam. God bless America,
Sing.
my home.
like an angel. Okay. That may have been the first and only time that I've ever watched this performance and not bawled like a baby. I mean, I got close, but what a stirring rendition. If you know the story behind it, Celine was terrified when it was going on. She had just had her son. She went into the room and watched him sleep and was afraid for his life, for his safety. As she said, I thought we were going to die. I thought we were all going to die. I thought I was going to die. It was a terrifying time because we had not experienced a home act of domestic terrorism like that, at least in my lifetime, before. So it was a history-making moment. And the date, 9/11, was supposed to be our emergency call, right? That they were targeting us because we went against their, well, I don't want to get too political in this, right? But it was religiously based. We were attacked from a religious perspective. Some may call it fundamentally, radicals, right? But there is an ideology that within the attacker's religion that I would not even really call radical. I mean, it's radical, but it's not radical to them. It's part of what their sacred books command them to do. That's a whole other conversation for a different day. But keeping this on to Celine and her performance, you can hear the hope in her voice. You can also hear a little bit of the fear. And Barbara Walters had interviewed her about this and said something along the lines of some people thought that it was inappropriate that a Canadian sang this song. Well, they can go, that'll be nice, I'm a Christian. I'll tell them where to go in another video because this is Celine's home now. I mean, she's allowed to have two homes, right? Canada and the US. She lives here now. She's lived here for years. And when she goes back home to Quebec, to Montreal, to Canada, it's still her home. And when she lives out here, whether it was in Florida, she was in Florida for years, and now she lives in Las Vegas, it's still her home. It's in America. So it was appropriate for her to sing that. She sang that song with such elegance, such grace, such passion, such emotion, such a fire. There was a fire in her belly singing that song. I've never heard anything like it before. I've never heard any rendition that would ever, I don't think there's any rendition that will ever come close to this, ever again. She sings the ultimate version. It's one of her greatest live performances. David Foster accompanying her on the piano. Actually, I'll just say it, this is a perfect performance. Why can I not English today? This is a perfect performance. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me. Is this one of your favorite Celine Dion performances of all time? I'd love to hear all about it. Sorry, I'm a little bit somber today. I mean, clearly the day, but also the performance kind of put me in there. But thank you for hanging out with me. Please subscribe if this is your first time watching this. I'm usually a little bit more chipper. I do a lot of reactions to Celine, a lot of actually just vocalists in general, music in general. I also do some social commentary, which is where a little bit of that was peeking through if you didn't notice. But I love you all. God bless you. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.